Well, it's good to have a good look around the Jennings camp now up in Chorley. Good to see
Yeah.
you, Dave. You're just about to start your action. Show us around a bit.
Okay, can I turn this round or what?
Yeah, do your thing.
Okay. So like you can see, hang on, I'll just show you. Table tennis there, not very boxing like, but we use that with the kids. Just going into the kitchen, because we do all their cooking and stuff like that in here, obviously. With the kids again, with the schools and stuff like that. And I'll just take you through to where the bags are and stuff like that. As you can see, we're all colour coordinated with black and red.
You've got plenty of room, haven't you?
Yeah, it's a decent setup, to be honest. We started off in a smaller unit, and the gym grew, and in time we needed more space, so we thought we'd better get a bigger unit. So we're in here. We've got showers in here. Got a little room in the back so the kids can chill out. We've got a PlayStation in there and stuff like that. So yeah, it's a good setup really. It's something we're proud of as well.
Do you have a classroom?
We've not, this is the next step now. There is a unit in here, what we're looking at the minute. And that's what we're going to do. We're going to do sports nutrition and stuff like that. Because like I say, we've got an allotment. We've just got that. So we want it all to tie in that sort of thing. So kids are going to be coming to the gym, growing vegetables, learning how to cook it, and understanding, why it's good for them and stuff like that. So yeah, that's all part of the plan, really.
That is really kind of broadening it all out, isn't it? The whole experience for them. It's not just about banging a bag anymore, is it? I mean, you're really putting all sorts in their way there, all sorts of learning experiences.
Yeah, well, I mean, a lot of them are life skills. I mean, some they just don't know how to cook. I mean, and stuff like that, just basic stuff. What without it, you're knackered, aren't you? Especially if you do go into training and stuff like that, you're going to need to know how to cook this food, and you're going to want to know what's good and what's not. So yeah, it's set up like you said, and that's how we're trying to sort of approach it.
How many kids on average are you getting in when you are opening? What kind of schedule have you got? Are you open every night, 3 nights a week?
We're open 4 nights a week. Boxing, in terms of boxing, it's Monday, Tuesday, Thursday, Friday. And we're getting between 40 and 50 kids a night in. So we'll split the classes up into 3 groups, 7 to 11, 12 to 16, and then your seniors. So, we're averaging between 20, 15, 20 kids in each group, something like that. And on a Wednesdays, we do the drug and rehabilitation classes. We do ladies boxing. On the weekends, we get football teams coming in and stuff like that, doing circuits. We've had Wigan Athletic down, Chorley FC. So, yeah, we do try and diversify as much as we possibly can, really, just to make sure that the gym stays open.
It's a proper community gym, and now that there could be an alliance with Maverick Stars, you try to take things to the next level every time. Is that the idea?
Yeah, exactly, yeah. And like I said, with Maverick, they've been opening doors for us, giving us ideas, helping us with funding. Like I said in a previous conversation, there's not many people willing to, put time and effort in, and for not a lot, really. So, yeah, they've been a big help, really. Charlotte's always on the end of the phone when you need her. And, and that, like I say, we're just looking at funding opportunities and stuff like that, and they're always there to help, so it's great.
Just give us an idea of the scene in Chorley then, because I don't think, you wouldn't say it's a hotbed, but obviously we know about your kid Mike, who, did sensationally well, fought Miguel Cotto, got to the highest level. There's Jack Cattrall that we know doing great things. And your own gym, you've got the likes of Mark Jeffers. So there is a little bit of a scene, isn't there? There's a bit of a scene burgeoning there.
Definitely. I mean, and before that, there was Carl Crook. He was British champion and boss for Antonio Renzo for European lightweight title back in the 90s. So, yeah, there's always been that. But there's we're open with the professionals. We can bridge that gap, because most fighters from Lancashire and the surrounding areas have to go to Manchester to train. Because, that's the best gyms are and stuff like that. So we're hoping we can bridge that gap for kids from Blackburn, Preston and stuff like that. They don't need to travel so far, and then there's a good solid base here, professional camp that they can use.
And just in terms of journeys as well, do you want to just stop for a sec? So we can frame you there. Nice shot of you there now. I felt like I was doing a workout with you there for a bit.
I didn't realise I end up on toilet half the time when I'm on phone, and I realise I'm doing it.
So in terms of what do you want to do? What's the idea for the year ahead? I mean, you've got a great space there. You've got loads of kids coming in. You've got some pros in there as well. What's the kind of target? What's the dream now for the year ahead?
Just expand really, and just get ourselves out there, let people know what we're doing, be part of the community, get kids off the streets, and just make a positive impact on the community. We're not actually in Chorley, we're in Coppell, which is just on the outskirts. Well, unbeknownst to us, it's been a good location really, because it's 5 minutes from Wigan and places like that. So we're getting a lot of kids travelling from Wigan, Leyland, Bamber Bridge, them sort of areas. But basically to make a positive impact in the community, and make sure we can help people who maybe are vulnerable or they need that little bit of help.
As well as those that just want to get in, I know that you look after some at-risk kids and all the rest of it, and the ones that you just need to get off the streets. But obviously, you've got talented amateurs as well. They're going to look to the seniors as inspiration. The likes of Jeffers, he's in Ultimate Boxing coming up soon as well. What's the latest with him? And obviously, he's a good unbeaten super middleweight, isn't he? He's might be a bit raw at the minute, but I'm sure you're quite excited about him.
Definitely, yeah. I mean, Mark's got what it takes, which is dedication. I mean, you start with that foundation. It's like the sun in the solar system, innit? Everything revolves around the dedication. So we can work on everything else. So, yeah, he's making a good impact. He's stopped his last 2 good performance for a central area title. So we just see this as sort of a good stepping stone. No disrespect to anybody in the competition, but, we see it as good exposure, good stepping stone for Mark, gets him out there and pushes on, really. As I say, he's only 22. So he's still got time on his hands, and we're just hoping that he does well in this Ultimate Boxer, and he makes he can push on for English titles maybe towards the end of the year.
You nearly said prize fighter, and we know why, because it is very similar. It's very similar. I mean, it's a great opportunity on the night, isn't it? You don't know who you're going to get. At this time, the draw hasn't been made, I understand, as yet.
No, not yet, no.
What's the timeline then? Normally, just like prize fighter, there's a draw made, you go straight into the quarterfinals, and it's winner takes all on the night. It's a really good, quick format. It's going to be at BT Studios, we understand.
That's right, yeah.
At the end of July?
Yeah. Second week in August, we've been told.
Okay, right.
Yeah.
So it's good now with everything that's gone on, and everyone's been so affected by this that he's got a date in the diary he can work to now. It must be great.
Yeah. I mean, that's great, to be honest with you. And the lads who behind the scenes, Ben, who's working on it, they've really put the work in to get that sort of time slot and get the studio sorted out and stuff like that. So full credit to them, because if it weren't for them, might not be fighting until maybe next year.
And when can you get the kids back in now, when you're hopeful? I mean, I know it's easing a little bit now with the social distancing, but have you been told about any firm date?
No, we've not. No, we are going to wait for the government guidelines. We don't want to shoot the gun too early out like that. What we are doing, where we live, it's very rural. So we're getting them up Rivington, sprinting on Saturday mornings, Tuesday mornings. We're getting some decent numbers there with the kids, obviously sticking to the guidelines like we've been asked to. But we're just doing sprints with them and stuff like that, and hill sprints. And it's just sort of more to keep focused than anything, They're not really training for anything, but the kids want to train. So, we're giving them that opportunity to.
Nice one. Well, that's brilliant. Thanks for talking to us. And we'll obviously catch up soon, because good plans for the gym, I think. We're going to
definitely.
Maverick Stars coming up.
Yeah, hopefully it's a big year. Sorry for making you dizzy earlier. I forget myself sometimes.
All good stuff. Nice one. Thanks, Dave.
Thanks, mate.